Hi y'all, welcome to my shop. Today we're going to turn this Harry Potter inspired wand. I've got a 9-year-old granddaughter shop fairy who'd just be delighted to get it. So let's get started. Wow, that was easy. Okay, we're going to turn the wand first. I could turn this between centers, this little piece of ash, and it's about actually it's only about 3/4 inch square, so you can use it. This is out of somewhat green, not perfectly dry, but you could use that kiln dried 3/4 inch stock. I'm going to use my pen jaws because I have them, and it makes it just a bit easier parting it off, and it also prevents the whip a little bit, so I'm less likely to get chatter turning something this tall and thin. But okay, now I'm going to bring up tailstock support, and because this is not perfectly square, I'm going to center it as best I can before I finish tightening up the jaws. Now I'll tighten the jaws up. I'm going to use the longer tool rest. We're just going to take this down. I might turn a little bit of a feature near here, and then we're going to part down, and I'm going to put a tenon on about a 1/2 inch. It's going to fit into the handle. So we're going to turn the speed up, and we're just going to rough it out. I'm going to start tapering the shaft after I get it perfectly round. Alright, now I'm going to switch to the skew and start getting a finishing cut. Cutting in the lower third, that is down here, the lower third, because that's where the fulcrum is. If I go up too high, it's going to come slamming down. Planing cut, hold it flat, come in at about a 45-degree angle so I get a nice slice. Take my time. I'm going to crank up the lathe just a little bit more. Okay, that's got a nice, I think a pretty nice taper on it. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to decide what to do down on this end. I want to make some type of feature, and I think I like a ball, so that's what I'm going to do. Make a V groove. Actually, I think I might make a cove. That looks kind of funky. Down just a bit more. Okay, I like this feature here. I'm going to put a bit of a cove here and then put a tenon on it. So first we got to get this round. I don't like the way that's whipping around, so let's go ahead and bring up tailstock support again. It's a little bit off center. I'm just going to use this skew to take a little bit of a planing cut here. Maybe no more than 1/4 inch at a time. Turn it on back a little bit. Using this swept-back wing almost like a skew. Now I'm going to make a deep cove. I say deep, not so deep that it compromises strength, but enough to give it a little bit of flare. Alright, now we gotta sand this a little bit, and I'm gonna tape this down to a 1/2 inch and part it off. I'll taper it slightly so if it fits in the hole here, it'll get tighter here. And I think that'll do it. Let's go ahead and part that off with a thin parting tool. Turn the speed down just a bit. Yeah, it's maybe 3/4, 7/8 an inch long. That tenon. I'm gonna back off the tailstock support just a bit. Catch it with my left hand. Mindful I've got long sleeves on, yes I know. I'm careful with them. There we go. Uh-oh. Got to take this nib off, so we're going to have to put this back in the chuck and do that. I wasn't thinking about what I was doing. Not a problem. I think these pin jaws will hold us well enough for me to take that end off. Got a little bit of a shoulder for it to fasten on to. Tighten it up. Okay, I know as soon as this thing releases, because it's a bit off center, it's going to come flopping out of there. That's okay. Switch to tool rest I can get in there a bit closer with. I don't want it sharp, I just really want to part it off, so I'm going to use the my skew. Get a somewhat blunt point. A little bit of sandpaper will clean it up. There we go. Go ahead and just, while it's on here, let's just sand that up with a little coarse grit. Now we're going to set this aside and we're going to work on the handle. First thing I'm going to do is take a blank, drill a 1/2 inch hole in the blank that'll fit this this tenon fist one. Okay, I'm taking a little piece of dogwood just because that's what I have. It's not cut square or anything, so we're just going to put it in here with the small end on this end and the larger end on this end, and on this end I'm going to make a tenon after I get it round so I can hold it in the chuck. But meanwhile, let's just get it round. Anchor the tool, got it against my hip, ride the bevel. That is, the back of the bevel is rubbing, but the tool's not cutting, and lift the handle until it cuts, and then move in the direction of it I want to go. Okay, still got a flat. I'm going to go ahead and put a tenon on it. We're going to worry about getting that flat off when it's on a chuck so I don't get it too small. So to put a tenon on this end, I'm going to use my beading and parting tool. It's going to go in some 35mm jaws. Dovetail jaws, so I've got to lift this up and incline it just a bit to get a bit of a dovetail. Still come in there, make sure I got a clean shoulder. Alright, make sure that debris is not going to be sticking and interfering. And we're good. Okay, take that off. Knock this out. Get my jaws with a 35mm dovetail. I've done enough of these, I don't have to measure to get that tenon right. I know it's a little bit bigger than an inch. Alright, we're going to bring up some tailstock support here. We'll go ahead and get this round. Then we're going to drill a hole on this end. Put the 1/2 inch Forstner bit in here. And let's see how far we have to go with that. Now we'll come back here, and actually I'm going to measure this against the ruler I have here, and I've got to go just a bit more than 3/4 of an inch, so I'll just use the scale that's etched on here to drill this hole with. Taking the speed down considerably, down to about 600 or so. So when it touches, I'll see what the mark is. Okay, and I'm going to need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 1, 2. Okay, let's see if I got that deep enough here. Just double check it. Oh yeah, so that'll do. Now we'll go ahead and take that off. Take the Jacob's chuck off. Now we want the entire wand to be about 32 centimeters. So there's 28. So putting it from here to the end. Let's do it this way. Let's go here, and then I'm going to measure back to about right about there. Nothing magic about that number. Okay, that's a bit of a joke. Nothing magic about this wand. Okay, so that gives us a pretty good idea how long the handle has to be. I'm going to go ahead and mark that with a parting tool, just so, or a beading and parting tool, just so I know where that's going to be. Get speed up a little bit. There's the end of the handle. Alright, this is the medium wheel. I think it's 4 millimeters. Drop the speed down to about 600 or so. Engage the wheel and move in the direction of the cut. Now we move in the direction of the lower bevel. Go ahead and make a V here, where that V's going to be. Okay, pretty busy looking handle. Let's touch it up a little sandpaper and then part it off. Alright, we're going to part this off. I'm going to use a skew. Come on down here, give me a little more room. We'll get just a little bit of a nib that we can cut off, otherwise it's liable to pull those fibers out, that end grain, so that works out perfectly. And touch it up with a bit of sandpaper. A little sloppy fit, a little epoxy should take care of that. And there we go. Now I've got to figure out how to decorate it. Okay, there's lots of ways you can decorate these wands. I'm going to use a little dye. I'm using some Chromacraft pre-mixed. It's an alcohol base, and it also has just a little bit of shellac, so it dries real quick, which I like. Going to take a little piece of torn kitchen towel and fold it into a little pad. I'm going to start with a wand first. This is ash, so I'm hoping it will turn pretty dark, and I believe this is a black dye. The color on the outside makes it almost look gray, but we'll see. Change hands here. And you can, if it's not dark enough, you can come back over with, you know, an additional coat. But this ash, because of its very porous nature, I think it'll hold that gilt cream real well. So I kind of like that. I think that's going to look good. I'm just going to use this to clamp that. Now I'm going to go with the handle. I'm going to come back over this handle though with some different colors. I don't want it to be just black. I want it to be kind of I think a dark green. I'm using a little dogwood for this, so I don't know how well it's going to take this color. We'll see. I got some trans-tint dye that you can mix in either alcohol or water. 1 drop to 50, but I tell you, this pre-mix is very convenient, and I think I'll probably use this a lot more than the trans tints for the convenience. That's Chromacraft. You can get it from them. You can get it at some wood shows. I'm not sure how many vendors they've got. But you can get it at Chroma, CHROMA -craft.com. You can get all their dye products.
This is the Harry Potter wand that my grandpa made for my Harry Potter Halloween costume, and I love it. And if you like this video, please subscribe to catch up on more videos.
Do a wood turning tip every Tuesday and a longer video every Friday, so y'all come back. And also, for some of y'all not aware of it, I do have an Amazon shop. The link is in the underneath the description for this video. So if you're thinking about buying something on Amazon that's wood turning related, check out some of the items and you can support my channel because I'll get a small commission. Y'all come back here.